Very good morning, dears. So today in the second unit, we are going to see about the hybridoma technology. So this hybridoma technology is the monoclonal antibody production. So first of all, we have to know what is the monoclonal antibody. Monoclonal antibodies are derived from a single clone of cells. They are homogeneous. Example, plasma cell and tumor cell. We will take a plasma cell and the tumor cell. Monoclonal antibodies are highly useful in the diagnostic test and in research purpose. So this hybridoma technology is developed by Kogler and Milstein. Has been widely used for the production of MAPs, that is monoclonal antibodies. For this, we need a HAT medium. For what? For selection of hybrid cells. HAT medium, the expansion of the HAT medium, definitely they will ask you in the 1 mark question here. Hypoxanthine aminopterin thymidine medium. That is we called as a HAT medium. Aminopterin, which will blocks the cellular synthesis of purines and pyrimidines from simple sugars, that we called as a de novo pathway. But cells can thrive by utilizing the hypoxanthine and thymidine, which is present in the medium, by salvage pathway. So hypoxanthine and thymidine can be utilized for the production of nucleotides in the presence of enzyme hypoxanthine guanine phosphoribosyl transferase, that we called as a HGPRT. Definitely they will ask you in the 1 mark question, HGPRT expansion. How HAT medium will works? Here myeloma cells are the HGPRT deficient. So myeloma cell is lacking of HGPRT enzyme. So these cells cannot survive in the HAT medium as aminopterin is blocked the de novo pathway. But B cells are HGPRT positive and can survive in the HAT medium. After some division, cells undergo into the normal cell death. But hybrid cells has HGPRT enzyme from the B cells. So only hybrid cells can survive in the HAT medium. Now, this HAT medium has the hypoxanthine, aminopterin and thymidine. Nucleotide synthesis is essential for cell survival. So let us see the de novo pathway here. So here this is the single sugars. This simple sugars will undergone into the nucleotides. This nucleotides will go undergone into the B cell proliferation. Now this is a normal pathway, but in de novo pathway, here this aminopterin, which is present in the HAT medium, will block the de novo pathway. So what will happen? Nucleotide synthesis won't be occur and the B cell proliferation, all those things blah blah will be get affected, isn't it? Now let us see the salvage pathway. Here this salvage pathway will be happen with the presence of hypoxanthine. That hypoxanthine will converted into guanine with the help of HGPRT. Now this guanine will not be, this process will not be happen in the myeloma cell because there is the lacking of HGPRT. But we need a doubling of this doubling capability of this myeloma cell for the production of n number of the monoclonal antibodies. So we will take one part from the B cells, another part from the myeloma cell. Okay, let us see the production now. We are going to fuse the B cell, which is having the HGPRT and fuse with the myeloma cell which is lacking of HGPRT using of polyethylene glycol. So fusion using the PEG will be happen. Both plasma cell and myeloma cell will get fused and it will become a hybrid cell. That hybrid cell will be inoculated in the HAT medium. If it is unfused B cells will be there by mistakenly, that will undergo into the normal cell death. If it is a myeloma cell is there, cannot grow in the HAT medium because HGPRT is lacking in there. So large scale culture of hybrid cells will grow in the HAT medium. Like that we can produce the more cells. So B cells can produce the antibodies of single specificity, that is the monoclonal antibody. Then myeloma cells or tumor cells are capable of continuous division, forming the large number of cells. So hybrid cells will be having the property of B cells, antibody production, and tumor cells ability of continuous division. Hybrid cell ensures the antibody production continuously in dividing the cells. Hope you guys will understood the production of monoclonal antibody. Now hybrid cells are selected in HAT medium. How it is possible? Because I already told you, unfused B cells will undergo into the normal cell. Even though it will having the HGPRT, normally it won't survive in the HAT medium because I already told you aminopterin will block the de novo pathway. It won't leave the B cell to survive longer period in the HAT medium. In the case of myeloma cells, cannot grow because it is lacking of HGPRT. Only large scale culture of hybrid cells which will have the HGPRT and also from the B cell, and the multiplication capability from the myeloma cell also will be there. So myeloma cells are HGPRT minus and de novo pathway is blocked by the aminopterin, so cannot survive in the HAT medium. Only hybrid cells can survive in the HAT medium. Now the monoclonal antibodies production we have seen. So uses of the monoclonal antibodies to measure the protein and drug levels in the serum, and typing tissue and blood, to identifying the infectious agents, identifying the clusters of differentiation for classification and follow-up therapy of leukemias and lymphomas, and identifying the tumor metastasis process, identifying and quantifying the hormones. Immunoaffinity purification also will be done by uses of monoclonal antibodies. While coming to the applications of monoclonal antibodies for the diagnostic applications and therapeutic applications, transplant rejection and cardiovascular disease or cancer, infectious diseases, inflammatory diseases, for these things and all we are using the MAB. And for the clinical applications like purification of the drugs and imaging the target antigens, all those things will be identified by using of monoclonal antibodies. And future applications might be it will fight against the bioterrorism process too. So while coming to the diagnostic application, immunoctomic chemistry, that the tissues and tumors can be classified based on their expression of certain defined markers, example prostate specific antigen PSA, and classification of tissues and tumors, and distinguishing the morphologically similar lesions like mesothelioma and adenocarcinoma, and detecting the small quantities of metastatic cancer, that is the multi-drug resistant process also is possible using of the MAPS. In the therapeutic applications, one possible treatment for cancer which involves monoclonal antibodies that bind only to the cancer cell specific antigens, and it will induce an immunological response against the cancer cells. Three mechanisms are responsible for the cancer treatment. One is MABs will act directly when binding to a cancer specific antigens, and it will induce the immunological response to the cancer cells, like apoptosis, inhibiting the growth and all. Naturally it will be happen inside our body. The second main thing is MABs can be modified for delivery of a toxin and radioisotope cytokine or other active conjugates, which easily diminish or destroy your targeted antigen. It is also possible to design biospecific antibodies that can bind with their Fab regions, both the target antigen and to an effector cell. So that's all about today's class, like monoclonal antibody productions and their applications. Related PPT and the video will be posted in the Edmodo. You can refer the Edmodo too. Thank you.